Hi and welcome to this very short video on the power of compounding. Now here you see this is just a spreadsheet that is designed to demonstrate to you the power of building up your trading account very slowly. We're only going to be talking about its setup to show you what it's like if you merely make 15 pips every day. Alright? Now, for those of you who are not familiar, a pip is simply the smallest movement in any currency that any currency can move. For instance, in the pound dollar, we move in 4 decimal places, and so $1.6387 for the sake of argument. So 1.6387 is $1.63, and then 87 are the 2 extra digits on the end of that. So a movement of 100 pips simply moves 1 cent. Okay, so very, very small movements, alright, and that's a pip. So we're talking about 15 of those every day, and that's all you're looking at. Now if we start off with starting balance, let's say of, I don't know, what, shall we say $2,500? Alright, let's start with $2,500. Let's see what happens. Now you want to start taking your money from the 3rd month, let's say, okay? Now in year 1 you want to risk maybe 5% on each trade. Alright, 5% of your $2,500 on each trade. And during the year you want to withdraw, say, 10% of the money that you're making as a salary. In year 2, trust me, you're going to want to do less. You'll risk less, okay, and maybe let's say you're only going to take 5%. And in year 3 you want to risk, say, 1%, and you're going to take, say, 3%, okay? Let's just see what happens. If we run the calculation, and there we go. You have a look at these figures here. Despite the fact that you are only making 15 pips every day, okay, you are still going to have an annual income of 98,000, it says pounds, but for pounds you can read any currency you're working in. You're going to have an annual income of £98,000. Your account balance will be nearly $1 million by the end of year 1 if you simply make 15 pips every day. You reinvest that 15 pips into your account, okay, every day, and then in the 3rd month all you take, here we are, all you take is a percentage of your account, so that you're only going to take 10% of your entire account during the year. Okay, that's all this is based on. And what we're doing is we are compounding the amount so that we can, by risking just 5% of your balance, as that balance grows, obviously, so the amount of lots that you are trading in grows, and that's how your balance grows. And it grows remarkably, and these figures are ridiculous by the time you get to year 3. And if we just have a quick look at that, nobody is going to be trading this amount of lots. This is simply a demonstration of the power of compounding. Okay, so you'd be taking, according to this, you'd be taking $364,000 or pounds a month. I don't think you probably would, and you'd be trading 42,000 lots. Again, I don't think you would, but it's merely a demonstration of what you can achieve. Now if we just go back to, let's say, a starting balance of $1,000, keep everything else the same. I don't know what's going to happen, I haven't run this before. Let's just see what we're looking at. So if you start off with just $1,000 and you do exactly the same thing, you're still going to have $250,000 in your account at the end of year 1, and you'll still be able to take out nearly $30,000. Now for 15 pips a day, sorry, that's year 3, 15 pips a day, that's pretty good return, I reckon. So for the first few days you're just going to be making $15 a day, and then you're going to be making, when you've got an extra, when you've built your balance from $1,000 to where are we? Here we are, to you've got $240 now, you can up it to 2 mini lots now. So now you're trading 2 mini lots, still only 15 pips, but because you're doing 2 mini lots now you're making £30 a day, and so it goes on. And then in a few weeks time you're making 3 mini lots, now you're making $45 a day, and at the end of 3 months you can take out $33 fair enough, but you've got $3,000 now, so you've made over $2,000 in your account. And so it goes on, and that's the power of compounding, okay? You're still making, in year 3, over $750,000. That's what you're taking just on these figures, okay? Now, if you start with $500, okay, I think you'll find that you'll need to risk slightly more to make, yeah, on these things you just need to risk a little bit more to make some money. There you go. If you risk, instead of 5% of your balance, you risk 6% but keep everything else the same, you're still on $42,000 a year. That is the power of compounding. I hope that's been a bit of an eye-opener for you. It certainly was when I first saw it, but that, as I said, is the power of compounding.